A few centuries ago, the very idea we're discussing today would have been considered so dangerous that simply knowing about it, hearing it, or sharing it could have gotten you killed. And that's not an exaggeration. The power of these ideas, these concepts, was hidden, guarded, and often feared. But now, imagine this. One day, you wake up and everything around you feels slightly off, like reality itself has shifted just a bit. Maybe your bank account balance isn't the usual $500, but suddenly it reads $500,000. Or maybe the old, rusted car in your driveway has been replaced by a sleek, new Tesla, or even a shiny Porsche convertible. As you're starting to question your sanity, you experience a strange sensation, a tingling feeling, a buzzing sound in your ears, and a flash of light. Then just as quickly it stops. You regain your balance, and everything is back to normal. Your bank account is back to $500, your car is back to its usual spot. Was that all in your head? Or did you slip into a parallel reality? What if there are countless versions of you, each living a different reality in a parallel universe? In one universe, you could be a billionaire living in a beachfront mansion. In another, you might be farming on a small plot of land, raising a family. This is what the many worlds theory in quantum mechanics suggests. Every decision you make creates a new universe. Every possible outcome of your choices creates a new version of you, living out a different reality. So maybe in this reality, you're struggling, financially, emotionally, physically. Maybe you're not living the life you dream of. But in another reality, you could be flying on private jets, funding charities, and shaking hand with world leaders. Welcome to the wacky world of quantum physics. Now consider this. Modern science is actually showing us ways to time travel into the future to jump into these other parallel realities and change the one we're living in right now. Imagine you could simply shift your consciousness into a reality where everything you desire is already true. You can make that happen. I'll show you how. Here's a powerful tool that many successful people have used to reprogram their subconscious minds and manifest their desires: hypnosis. Think about the most successful athletes and figures in the world. Tiger Woods used hypnosis to become the best golfer ever. Mike Tyson's coach hypnotized him every day to mold him into a world champion. Michael Jordan, Serena, and Venus Williams all used hypnosis to unlock their full potential. Now, you can access this same tool for free. Just go to the link below and download my free Success Hypnosis. It's a tool that works when you listen to it daily, just a few minutes a day. Even while you're cooking, showering, or getting ready in the morning, you can reprogram your subconscious mind to manifest your dreams. Every time you listen to it, you speed up the process of bringing your desired reality into existence. Now, here's where it gets even more fascinating. What if the reality you're shifting to isn't about the big things like money or fame? What if it's just about small joys like petting a little cat? Imagine stepping into a parallel reality where you're simply enjoying the moment, petting a calm, brown kitty, and feeling peaceful. This idea of parallel realities isn't just some wild, abstract concept. It's rooted in quantum physics, proven by the famous Schrödinger's cat experiment. Schrödinger, a brilliant physicist, proposed this thought experiment to explore the strange world of quantum mechanics. He imagined placing a cat in a box with a 50% chance of it being killed by poison or gunpowder in some variations. According to common sense, the cat should either be alive or dead, right? But quantum physics tells us that until we observe the cat, it exists in a state of superposition, both alive and dead at the same time, a blur of probabilities. Only when we open the box do we see the cat's definitive state. This is the essence of quantum physics and the nature of reality. It's all potential until we choose to observe and interact with it. So, here's the big question. What if you could tap into this superposition state and shift into the parallel reality where everything you desire already exists? What if you could manifest the life you want by simply tuning your energy, aligning with the right vibration, and shifting your consciousness to match your desires? That's the power of quantum physics in action, and you have access to it right now. Start with the simple tool of hypnosis. Set your intentions, and watch as your reality begins to shift. Your world isn't fixed. It's malleable, waiting for you to create it. The only question is, are you ready to step into the reality where everything you dream of is already true? Imagine this. You're sitting in the audience of the most mind-blowing magic show you've ever seen. The magician is about to reveal an incredible trick, and you're all in, waiting for the impossible to unfold. He introduces a simple setup: 2 small slits in a wall, a marble launcher, and a screen to catch the marbles after they pass through. It seems like a typical magic act at first. The marbles fly through the holes, and on the screen, you see 2 marks, one for each slit the marbles pass through. Nothing extraordinary until the magician drops the real bombshell. Instead of regular marbles, he introduces magic marbles that can act both like particles and waves at the same time. What happens next is utterly baffling. These marbles don't pick one hole or the other. They seem to go through both slits at once, like energy splitting through 2 doors. You're stunned, wondering if it's all just a trick. So, you and the magician set up cameras behind the slits to catch the marbles in the act. But the moment you start observing, the magic disappears, literally. The marbles behave like regular objects again, going through just one slit. The mere act of watching changes their behavior. This strange phenomenon is known as the observer effect, a concept in quantum physics. It says that the simple act of observing something can fundamentally alter how it behaves. Without being watched, the marbles act like energy, a wave moving through both slits at once. But once you observe, they revert to behaving like solid particles, following the expected path. This is what scientists call wave-particle duality. Particles can be both energy waves and solid objects, depending on how they're observed. Now, let's bring this back to your life. What if your reality, like those magic marbles, could shift between 2 states? The reality where your bank account is stuck at $500 and the one where you're swimming in $500,000. According to quantum physics, both of these realities already exist in a kind of energetic wave form. It's only by observing and aligning with the rich version of your reality that you can collapse that possibility into your physical experience. Just like the particles in the double-slit experiment, your life can be influenced by how you observe it. When you change your perception, you shift the energy around you, and the outcome follows. It's all about your subconscious mind. Research shows that 95% of our thoughts and actions come from our subconscious. It's the subconscious that programs the energy you're sending out into the universe, determining whether you're in the struggling version of your reality or the abundant one. That's why techniques like success hypnosis are so powerful. They help you reprogram your subconscious, allowing you to shift your vibration and attract what you desire. I've been practicing this for years, using just a few minutes a day, whether it's in the morning, before bed, or even while cooking or showering. By consistently tuning into the right frequency, you can change your reality in ways that seem almost magical. If you're ready to change your reality and manifest abundance, I invite you to start using success hypnosis to reprogram your subconscious and unlock your true potential. You can access a free success hypnosis and begin shifting your reality today. The choice is yours, just like the magic marbles. You can make your life transform before your very eyes. Imagine this. You're sitting in a cozy room and you turn on the radio. As you adjust the dial, you find a new station. Each station opens up a completely different world, with its own sounds, music, news, and even sports. The key here is that all these stations exist simultaneously, but each one operates on a different frequency. When you tune into one, It locks into that specific frequency and brings that world into your experience, collapsing everything into a single reality. This is exactly how quantum mechanics works, and it's also the secret to understanding how we create our reality. Now, what if I told you that reality itself is like this radio? One frequency might represent you with a $500,000 bank balance, while another represents a life where you're just getting by. Just like radio stations, these parallel realities exist side by side. It's not some sci-fi concept. It's a very real part of the quantum world, something ancient philosophers like Epicurus and Giordano Bruno were already hinting at. They talked about infinite worlds, each governed by the same natural laws. However, back in the day, ideas like these were considered so dangerous that people were actually burned at the stake for sharing them. Think about that for a moment. This information was so revolutionary that it threatened the status quo, and those who shared it paid with their lives. But let's bring it back to today. Imagine that every decision you make, like choosing between coffee or tea, actually creates a new branch in your reality. In one world, you sip your coffee. In another, you choose tea. In one reality, you might be living as a millionaire, and in another, you're struggling to pay your bills. The possibilities are endless. What I want you to understand is that you're not just a single body floating through space and time. There are infinite versions of you, each living a different possibility. It's like tuning into endless stations on an XM radio, each station representing a different version of your life. By focusing your thoughts and attention on a specific version of yourself, you can tune in to that reality and bring it into your present. The quickest and easiest way to prove this to yourself is through a simple thought experiment. Pick one thing you want to manifest, whether it's a financial windfall or a new relationship, and dedicate just 2 to 3 minutes each day to mentally rehearsing that reality. Visualize yourself already living in that reality and feel the emotions that come with it. Do this consistently, and you'll begin to shift your timeline, moving closer to that alternate version of your life. You might feel a bit skeptical at first. It may seem like science fiction or like a concept from some obscure Reddit forum. But trust me, this is how reality works. We just haven't been taught how to tap into it yet. So try it out for yourself. Comment below with "I create my world," or let me know where you're tuning in from. If you want to take it a step further and experience a shift right now, you can access my free success hypnosis, which has helped millions of people manifest their dreams. The link is below. Let today be the start of your new reality.